Hey guys, Liam here from LiamsSquared, and I'm giving you the next guide in our So You Want to Play League series, and it's an in-depth look and guide to jungling. I hope this encourages more people who haven't had a chance to jungle to try it out and figure out why it's a great benefit to your team and why it's actually really fun. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. When you're playing jungle, it's a little more confusing to figure out which items you want to buy. This is because items are made more specifically for jungle than they are for lanes. So if you open up the shop, you'll see a recommended item for myself is the Hunter's Machete, and you can read what it does. But this is normally the starting item for most junglers. This is because if you're an AD jungler like Lee Sin, you can build into a Wriggle's Lantern. You guys can read the passive if you want. Pause the video and take a second to read it. I won't explain it. Or, if you're an AP jungler, you can build it into Spirit Stone, and then you can build that off into other ones. So, this being said, the best item right now to start with is Hunter's Machete and 5 health potions. It used to be Cloth Armor and 5 health potions, but Riot introduced the Hunter's Machete. From there, you can build off into different things. Normally, you just go with a build for the character. So, AD, Lee Sin is AD, and he's also a bruiser. So, I would go with Phage, like recommended, and then I would build off from that. I'd probably get an Atlas and things like that. But it all depends on what character you're playing. Alright, so when you start the game, you're going to be on your summoner platform. As normal. So, I'm just buying my first items here, and I'm walking over your senses. So since I'm on the purple team, blue's located over here on the map. So I'm just going to ask my team, can I have a gank at blue? Gank? What am I talking about? Can I have a leash at blue?
The Summoner's Rift.
I will atone.
So even though I'm playing Lee Sin, a lot of people like to start him at red. I like to start him at blue. It's just personal choice, I guess. But some champions, I guess, are meant to start at red. So if you were to start at red, spawning from the purple team, you'd start on the summoner platform, walk this way, or up that way, and just come down, and red buff's located right there, and your team would stay there. So things to notice when you're leashing, normally you have your mid champion,
30 seconds
that would be here, come over and help protect you in case the enemy invades. You have people protecting for the enemy invade. So what an invade is sometimes the enemies come over and try to steal your buffs instead of using their own. It's a smart idea to do in ranked, and I'll see if I can get some footage of it. But basically, what a leash is since I can't take the buff myself, I'm not strong enough, I have to have people help me take it. So, I'll wait until 155, and I'll show you when it spawns and what happens. So now blue buff is spawned, and I go over and I start attacking it. You'll see that they help me, but they don't stay long enough to kill anything. Because if they did, that would be taking XP away from me and slowing myself down. So if it's done right, you can get to level 2 by the end of blue buff. I'll show you where you go from there. Next up, you're going to make your way over from blue to wolves. Wolves are located right here on the map. Now that you've defeated wolves, we'll move on to the next camp. At this stage, you might find that you have enough health to take out wraiths. If you don't, go B, get another item, and come back. But if you do, I'll show you how to get there. Keep in mind, I'm on the blue team and not the purple team, and this is why the turrets are gonna have aggro on me. So once you make your way over, wraiths are located right here. Just take them out. After you've dealt with wraiths, you might have your smite back up if you've gone B and gotten another item. If that's the case, you can probably take on red buff. If not, you should probably go B now if you haven't before. Red buff is located here on the purple side, and I'm just going to demonstrate killing it. Now that red buff's over with, I'm almost certain that you should go B here if you haven't before or if you did once. When you go B, come back, and some of these camps should be up, wolves and wraiths. But start at wolves or start at golems and work your way down. So I'm demonstrating killing golems coming from red buff, just because I'm a higher level. After you've killed blue buff, you want to walk over to wolves. They spawn here, so you just want to defend them. After you've dealt with wolves, make your way over to wraiths. You may or may not have enough health after dealing with wolves. Most of the time you do. Wraiths are located here on the map. Once wraiths are finished, you're going to make your way over to red buff. Red buff's here on the blue side.
Extend your senses.
You may or may not have smite after killing wraiths. I say this because after killing wraiths, it is sometimes recommended to go back and buy an item like boots or the next item in the build. After you've dealt with red buff, you're going to make your way over to golems if you have enough health. I do, so I'm just going to show you how to deal with them.
Their heartbeats quicken.
If you haven't gone back and you didn't have enough health to take on golems, I would suggest going back and then going to wolves because they would have respawned again, then to wraiths, and then if you had enough health, go to golems. Sometimes it changes up. Dragon spawns 5 minutes into the game is a worthwhile target for you and your team to take out. Most of the time, 5 minutes into a game, you yourself, as the solo jungler, will not be able to take out Dragon in most cases. I've seen it done, and I've done it before myself in the past, but I think they've buffed Dragon, so they've made it harder. But I'm going to show you me killing Dragon at level 8. I'm not sure if this is the level you should be at 5 minutes, because it all depends on how good your jungling is, and if you ganked a lot or not. So you'll notice when I killed Dragon, I received 190 gold. That's spread across the whole team. Each player receives 190 gold. That's about the equivalent of 2 champion kills. So I would really suggest getting Dragon as soon as you can and before the enemy team. This is Baron Nashor. Baron Nashor spawns 15 minutes into the game and is the hardest creep in the jungle to kill. He's the most important though, because when you kill him, you get a buff from him that gives you damage, health, mana, ability power, everything is buffed. So it's a really good buff to get. I've never seen a team that I've been on kill him at 15 minutes exactly. I've had close ones at like 20 minutes, but that's because we've been extremely fed. He's really hard to kill, and you don't normally kill him until late game, unless you've gotten really lucky and your whole team is very fed. I'll demonstrate what it would be like if I tried to kill him at 15 minutes. That's normally what would happen. So I would suggest getting Baron Nashor as soon as your team is ready. You'll know when the time comes.
Victory!
If done correctly, jungling can lead you to an early victory.